I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way. We could find a way. Just take my hand. We'll leave this place behind. No second chance. I know there's more to find. 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We could find a
Jungkook, though, didn't know how much longer he could handle this other side of Taeyong. Taeyong had more mental issues since he had worse childhood than Jungkook, and therefore he developed this headspace. Jungkook wouldn't really call it a headspace though. It was more of a switch. The man that carved his name into him wasn't the man that called him peaches. This man was sadistic. Jungkook liked sadistic, but this sadism nearly made him think he had murderous intentions. Jungkook had thought about it with Taeyong. but decided to wait for a bit longer to see if things could get any better. Taeyong groaned as he cracked his back and put a shirt on. Jungkook felt floaty now, and he blamed it on how soft Taeyong always was after safe word usage. He was now dressed in a oversized fluffy sweater and matching fuzzy pants. Taeyong was dressed in a similar soft sweater but just wore boxer briefs under. Jungkook snuggled under his peach-smelling blanket and sighed. His eyelids were heavy and they felt droopy. He was exhausted. He frowned at thought of how sore he was going to be in the morning. Peaches. Jungkook turned to the side of bed and gasped. Taeyong held out a bowl of sliced peaches with whipped toppings over them. Jungkook sat up with a wince that Taeyong frowned at and took the offered bowl of fruit. He shoved them into his mouth and felt even better. He sighed as he munched on the sweet fruit. I love you so much, Cook. More than anything, I'm sorry again. And leaned into Taeyong's touch as his boyfriend once again held his head. I love you too, Hyung, he said and swallowed the last of the peaches and set the bowl on the beside table. Cuddles, Jungkook simply said, and Taeyong smiled softly before snuggling under the covers too and spooning Jungkook. He repeatedly kissed Jungkook's face, ear, and neck while saying that he loved him.